Hey everyone, Sam here.
And Angela. I'm still here.
On Green Acre Homestead. Where have you been? Why haven't you been up on this roof during this mobile home roof over project?
Don't really care for heights and I don't know.
Josh is here working.
I'm watching the kids.
Watching the kids, yeah. So I want to welcome you back to the next part of our mobile home roof over series, where we are putting a new roof on our 1988 Palm Harbor single wide mobile home, adding roofs, overhangs, and eaves where we had none to begin with. That's my elevator pitch.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth though, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, will you give the disclaimer? Tell them how much of a not professional I am.
We are not professionals.
Don't do what we're doing.
Yeah.
Just watch, enjoy, laugh, and eat popcorn.
There you go.
Let's go ahead and jump into this part of the project, which is a continuation of laying plywood on our mobile home.
Let's go.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Roof Over Project. I've got Josh here, and we are going to start on the other side of the house today. We have ourselves a really technical, specialized game plan that's been laid out on blueprints and everything, and it's going to go really smooth. We hope.
Let's go. Hey, welcome back. Standing here. Standing.
I don't want to get on this side of the roof so bad because this is so nice.
Yes, it's going backward here. For some reason, just knowing that it's 2x2s makes me nervous.
Yep, I'm nervous.
Focus on the screw. Nothing else exists.
It's like stepping over blindly.
Yeah, what's stupid is you think that is the seam, that's the truss, because it looks like it should be. It's like, oh, that's a safe spot. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. No telling.
All right.
Barely. Beautiful. Hopefully it won't slide all the way down.
I don't think it'll slide. Go ahead and assume the position.
Yep.
All right. Ready?
Yep. Got it. I think, I don't know. It's got quite a bit of an air cushion there when it lands.
It does.
It might float down. I mean, hey, they all.
All right, let's go in the corner. Ready?
Yeah. Move the blinking hand.
Yeah. Alright, so what I'm going to do, since we're not using the clips, I'm going to pull this up just a slight, like an 1/8 inch. So it's going to be gapped up 1/8 inch.
Okay, you did it. Yep, yeah, I did it. We should be able to move it even with those in there.
Oh, well, wait. No, that's an 8. Oh, thank you, Lord, that's an easy.
Really?
I'm just here, Ted.
Okay. All right. Well, that's super.
It's a hair bit too much, but
yeah, should get easy now. We got a platform to walk on. and about 30 more square feet of roof.
Yes. Things are progressing pretty well up here. We had an issue with, well, it's kind of hard to see. It's in between the two sheets over there. One of the trusses was really, really weak, and it might have actually been broken a little bit. So we got some really long screws, pulled it back up together, and buttoned it down tight. I'm not worried about one truss being a little bit off because it's going to make this whole uniform one solid roof piece up here. So I'm not really worried about that truss. But that was kind of a little hiccup we had to work through. Otherwise, going pretty well. We are doing bottom and top, kind of working our way across the roof this way as maybe complete sections rather than starting just the edge and doing it the whole length of the roof and coming back. Our reasoning behind doing that is in case rain does roll in, it would be much easier to cover one chunk of the roof rather than trying to cover up the whole thing all at once. There's no rain in the forecast. It doesn't look like any's really in the area either, so we're not super concerned about that, but that's kind of our reasoning. Plus it cuts down on the walking back and forth a whole lot, and I don't know, it's just what we're doing. That's just how we're doing it. We are being sure to stagger our joints of plywood. We haven't yet got to be in half, like joints line up half of each side of plywood. I don't know if that makes any sense. You know, like line up at the 4-foot mark and the 8-foot mark, because we've had some issues with truss line and spacing. This sheet here was just like an inch over 8 feet, so we had to cut it back to the previous truss around the 6-foot-ish mark. That's why there's only one joist spacing here. So we're going to try and work our way to that gap if the roof will let us. If not, we are still staggering joints, and it's going to be fine. This is all going to be so much better than it ever was, so not worried about that. We're almost here to the roof vent for the oven and the stove and the microwave in the kitchen area. I'm going to pull that off, and I'm going to seal over top of it with underlayment. We'll still cut the hole out of the plywood, but we're not going to put this cap back on, not until the metal roof is put on the house. So we'll have this period of time where we can't really use our exhaust hood in the kitchen, and that's okay. We'll be able to work around that. It's just a minor inconvenience. All right, I think Josh is down there waiting on me, so let me go ahead and quit jabbering and get back to work. There's a look at the fantastic, fabulous microwave over the range vent. Looks like it's a self-heated attic by that, or maybe a fume? What do I want to say? Self-aroma.
Yeah, I scented. Something, you know?
Self-scenting roof vent.
Yep.
Stove pipe thing. All right, so we're gonna seal this up and keep on with the roof. Whenever the final metal roof gets installed is when we will cut the hole and do the actual vent then. But for now, it's getting sealed up. So we're going to smell all of our cooking stuff inside. So Josh has been using the oscillating tool to cut out the fresh air intake for the furnace. Don't worry, we will replace it if we need to. For now, doing the same kind of thing with the oven vent, just getting rid of it, laying the plywood down, and we can always cut this stuff a lot better, more precisely from inside the home anyway. So he got as far as he could with the oscillating tool. Didn't really work good, so we went down, and actually, thanks to Becky, right? Did she go by Becky?
I said Rebecca.
Okay, we're not really sure. It's a mutual subscriber and awesome person for Josh's channel and mine, but she recently sent me some awesome metal snips, which is things I've been wanting to get for preparation of the metal roof. Well, we get to use it early. We just opened them up. These are nice. I kind of hate to give them over to you to use, but he started the project, so he can finish it.
Yeah.
Lucky you, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for your tools. Lucky Josh. While he finishes cutting that off, I'm going to go ahead and keep measure and marking and finding the trusses, but I'll put the camera on him because what he's doing is a lot more interesting than what I am going to do because it's what I've been doing. Higgledy piggly, I think it's it. Josh just finished leaf blowing off the roof. It is time for us to snap one last chalk line 3 feet up from the edge. That's going to be the edge of our underlayment, and then using the Stinger system, cap, hammer, stapler thing, lay down the underlayment and get this baby done. First row done, 2 more to go. The second and third rows always go quicker because you don't use as many staples. But we went crazy with the staples because this direction is where a lot of our wind and storms come from, so we gotta keep her down, button down tight.
All a winter storm. Oh, yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Move the camera before I knock it off or it trips us up. Getting dark anyway. See you guys. All right, one of the last things to do on this little stage of the process is to get up on the ladder and button this plastic overlayment over and around and pin it to the plywood underneath. That way the wind doesn't blow it and it kind of go crazy, and it kind of helps protect everything as well. Yep. One more click. Let's not break the window. Yeah, a little steeper than I like. Of course, anything's steeper than I like on a ladder. That's good enough for now. I'm ready to go and get down. This ladder is not exactly as stable and straight as I like. Well, that wasn't exactly fun, and it does not look very pretty, but it is at least wrapped under the plywood, held in place, and the wind's not going to blow it much, and it's not going to flip it back on top of the roof, and the plywood's not going to get wet. And that is the goal of that right there. Let's go do the other side. About as secure as it's ever going to think about being. Right. Fold it under like a birthday present. Happy birthday to you. Starting to rain. It's going to ruin the cannon. Right, real quick. Come on. I'm out of clips. Just plain staples, that'll work. I want to destroy one camera for the sake of a video. Well, that was a lot of work, but we got it done in one day. That's pretty amazing.
You guys pushed through and did it.
We did. We worked all the way until dark. And then, as you guys saw, the following day, I came back and stapled up the underlayment all around the house to give it a more polished look, I guess. It's not finished, but it does look a lot better than the plastic just hanging and flapping. Yes. All right, so what were some of your thoughts of the project as a spectator sport?
That's a lot of heavy lifting getting that 5/8 inch
Yep, 5/8 inch plywood.
up on the roof. I know I helped with, I think, 4.
Oh, you did 5. She did
And
5.
that was, wow.
Yeah, really heavy. So how loud was it inside the house? So one of the things Josh and I kept talking about is we will never know what this sounds like inside the home.
True. There were a couple of instances where it got really loud. And it sounded like they were just like jumping on the roof.
Oh, well, we totally were. Not.
Where it even like shook the walls some.
Oh, well, that's probably me. I shake walls.
But otherwise, it wasn't that bad.
Cool.
I have to say, I'm very glad to have eaves on a house again, or like the overhang. That's one thing that kind of stinks being in a single wide, like with the roof like we had, is all the rain just like went straight down the side of the walls, over the windows and stuff. So it rained and you couldn't see outside.
Yeah.
And so we've had one rain with the overhang, and it's a nice difference.
Yeah, wasn't it yesterday that I came in and I told you, hey, look, come here, look, something on the porch that we've never had before.
Yeah.
We had a dry spot where it was raining, but part of the front porch was dry. That's because of the overhang.
And that never happened.
Nope.
Before.
Not in this house. It has been how many years since we had our, wonderful American dream heavy mortgage house? 7?
6.
6 years. It's all right. I don't regret that. 6 years worth of not paying that mortgage sounds pretty good now.
Yeah.
Even if we do live in
A single wide.
a fixer-upper.
We have no debt.
No debt. No regret. I don't know. I'm thinking, do I have any regrets? Nah, not really. I wish I could work faster, but man. So, like I told them already in the video, and of course you already know this, you don't have a microwave over the stove vent right now. That vent's outside. Although you probably won't notice a difference because the original was never connected through the roof. It went into the attic space.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Talk about not proper. So, for now, it's just going to continue doing what it did, I guess. So, I mean, you're fine to use the vent. We'll just puff up the attic space with stuff.
Food smell.
Food smell. I mean, it's not going to be any worse. But we will replace that and give you a true, legit, through the roof, all the way outside vent.
That'll be nice.
And it'll be a different style. I don't like the galvanized old style. They make some now that are really low profile.
Match our pretty roof that's coming.
That's right. Well, that's about all we can think about to talk about right about now. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Appreciate you guys sticking through this extra little bit at the end of the video. And look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.